G'day everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Blue here, hope you guys are doing well. We are hanging out in the campsite at the moment because, yeah, we were here looking at all of our spells, all of our inventory, trying to find whether or not we have what it takes to speak to the dead. Long story short, I did do a little bit of searching and inventory management between episodes and quickly discovered that we don't really have the spells or the scrolls necessary for that. But anyway, before we continue, I do want to address I guess some of the comments that may have been left on episode 9 and possibly in episode 10 as well. Episode 10's not exactly out just yet. But I did ask about whether or not you guys wanted to see inventory management in the playthrough, and I would have to say most people who have responded to that question are saying that they want to see the inventory management. Now, I do actually have a thought on that as well, and my view is that the inventory management might be a little bit stale, guys. So, to combine sort of my idea and yours, I think what I might do is a bit of a mix of both. So if I do have a need to manage my inventory between episodes and we're sort of in the campsite, then I might do that between episodes. But if we do have to manage inventory during the episode itself, for whatever reason that might be, then I'll, keep all of that footage in. So we have a bit of a balance and, we can sort of save a little bit of time as well, I guess, because, I do want to try and progress the story a little bit more as well. Now, before I continue, there's one other thing that I do want to address with you guys as well. So, a bit of a problem, not so much with the game itself. The game is fantastic, but unfortunately I'm having some issues with, I guess, content creating, because out of the 10 episodes that I've released so far, 4 of them have been copyright claimed. So this is a bit of an issue, because, well, at least it's not an outright strike or, we're not having the videos taken down or anything like that, but it does mean that I have to, I guess, split the revenue between myself and, whoever's created, I guess the background music is what's getting YouTube, copyright flags activating. So it's a little bit frustrating, to be honest, because I thought it was all under fair use, and I'm having only 2 or 3 minute segments of the video being identified, yet people get to take away like half the revenue from the entire video, which is a little bit frustrating, not gonna lie. I am, a small content creator, so it's not like I'm making too much money from it, but it is still a very, how do you say, demoralizing and depressing thing to see. So I am actually fighting these copyright claims, and, I'm putting disputes in. I don't know how long that all takes. I think it takes quite a while. The owners do have like about 30 days to review stuff. So yeah, we'll see how we go on that front. But I might have to consider other more drastic measures, and that might be to cut out segments of some of these episodes where, I might not be talking as much, and therefore the background music might be playing a little bit more, and being identified by YouTube as having a copyright claim. So if we do go on that pathway, then I'll let you guys know, and you'll be able to tell why some of the episodes have a few cuts here and there. But yeah, aside from that, I'm gonna see how we go with the challenges or the copyright disputes. Sorry to start the episode on a negative note here. I didn't really mean to do that, but I sort of had to get it off my chest because that was really bothering me. So far though, I mean, I'm enjoying the game itself. It's just that from a content creating perspective, that's a little bit frustrating. So, we do have Astarion in the party at the moment. That's only because I was checking on his spells. But it does seem like he needs to level up, so we may as well do that while we're here. And we can take a look at what kind of skills or spells we might be able to get. Actually, I need to make a lot of decisions here, so... He's an arcane trickster. Or I guess we can change him into other subclasses as well, I'm guessing? Second story work. You've mastered the art of falling and gain resistance to falling damage. Fast hands. Gain an additional bonus action. Wow, okay. That could be pretty strong, provided that we have a few bonus actions to use. But at the moment, I don't think we really have that many. Assassin. You prefer to deal sublime punishment to a single foe at a time. Not in a duel, mind, because a duel implies chivalry, and you're too busy getting the job done for honor. Assassinate. Initiative. You are deadliest against unprepared enemies. In combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that haven't taken a turn yet. Interesting. Ambush. Any successful attack roll against a surprise creature is a critical hit. Ooh. I mean, we'd have to get into some really, really sneaky positions for this to work really well, though, so it could be a bit tricky. Assassin's Alacrity. Quick as an alley cat in a rain-dark city, you immediately restore your action and bonus action at the start of combat. Huh. Or we go with Arcane Trickster, which allows us like a myriad of spells and cantrips and stuff. I like the idea of having a lot more spells, though. Though, I guess if we do want to reset, we can always go with Assassin. Yeah, let's go with the Arcane Trickster. As quick with a spell as you are with a lockpick, your illusions and enchantments keep opponents on the back foot. So, a couple of cantrips. Let's see what we have available here. We have seen a few of these things before. Gain advantage on charisma checks against a non-hostile creature. That seems pretty powerful. So, we might be able to talk our way through certain situations with this. I like that. Dancing lights, illuminate a 9-meter radius. Infuse an object with an aura of light. I feel like these two might be a little bit more utility, where you might be able to light up an area to just, you know, be able to see. Minor illusion. Create an illusion that compels nearby creatures to investigate. That sounds pretty cool, actually. So, just thinking out loud here, but the way we could use this is if we were sneaking and there was, you know, someone in the way, we could pull that target away using a minor illusion, potentially. And that way you'd be able to sort of get through. So this would act as a bit of a distraction. Gain advantage on your next attack roll for 2 turns. It doesn't seem too bad, but I think I'm drawn to this. Friends, gain advantage on charisma checks. So that should let us sort of talk our way through certain situations, maybe. So maybe we can grab that, and then one more offensive cantrip. This one seems to deal the most damage, which I do quite like. Or Ray of Frost reduces the target movement speed by 3 meters. Or Shocking Grasp. The target cannot use reactions. This spell has advantage on creatures with metal armor. Oh, that's interesting. So if we're fighting, I don't know, like humanoids that are wearing metal armor, we basically get the advantage. I don't know how many enemies out there will be wearing some form of armor. There probably is quite a lot, but like obviously it has to be metal armor. So if it's leather armor, it doesn't count. This seems a little situational, this advantage. So if I'm going to pick between these two, I would have to say maybe Ray of Frost is better because regardless of the target type, we'd be able to reduce the movement speed by 3 meters. That seems alright to me, although this one does the most amount of damage. I like the idea of being able to slow enemies down. So let's go in with that, and let's move on to spells. Alright, so Charm Person, Charm a Humanoid to prevent it from attacking you. You gain advantage on Charisma checks in dialogue. Hang on a sec. This sounds very similar to what we just read before. Right? I almost feel like the cantrip one is not as good because... I mean, is this something that we can use in combat, though? Right, so cantrips don't use spell slots, so... And the way I'm sort of thinking about it is, with a level 1 spell and level 2 spells, you might only be able to use them a limited amount of times before needing a short rest. Whereas this one, you can just cast at any time. It could be good. We've seen Tasha's Hideous Laughter before. Color Spray. Blind creatures up to a combined 33 hit points. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Actually, hang on. No, this is not damage exactly. Blind creatures up to a combined 33 hit points. So, I guess you can only blind a creature that has 33 hit points or less. Maybe. Interesting. Disguise Self. I think we've seen this before. Sleep. Put creatures into a magical slumber. Select targets up to a combined 24 hit points. So similar to what we just read there. But my question here, though, is if we have an enemy, let's say, that has 30 hit points, and let's say we do enough damage to reduce their hit points down to 24 or less, would we then be able to cast this spell on them, or maybe it's just limited to enemies that have less than 24 hit points in total? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that works. But perhaps maybe you guys can help me out in the comments on that front. I'm thinking... I do like the idea of Charm Person as well, but we've already got the cantrip for that, so maybe we want something else. Or we swap the cantrip completely, like this one, out for something else. So with the Minor Illusion, I sort of want to wait until we have a situation where we know this would be beneficial. So I can always sort of wait and level up another time and get this spell, you know, some other time. Hopefully the game is forgiving enough, or, you know, hopefully there's enough side quests for us to do to come back to situations where we might need it. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll remove this, and maybe I'll swap this out for, I don't know, True Strike also seems pretty good. It's a concentration spell. So we could just simply maintain it, and so when we go into combat, we already have True Strike, I think. But yeah, let's use these two, and then for spells, I'll use Charm Person. And I'm thinking maybe Sleep sounds good to me. And what is this? You can add a wizard spell of your choice to your spellcasting repertoire. Some of the spells are actually repeated here. And we've seen most of these spells before. Like Magic Missile is actually pretty good. We tried that out in the previous episode. Was it the previous one or the one before that? I can't remember now. Ooh, Featherfall. Yeah. I remember wanting to get Featherfall to help us traverse like cliff sides and stuff. I think this will be useful, actually, if we identify a need for us to sort of make really, really big jumps, then Featherfall will be helpful to try and negate any fall damage. So yeah, let's go with that. I think that'll be useful. Alright. Wow, that was quite a long while there, trying to think of how to level up Astarion, but I think it needed to be done. So, I do want to have a chat with Gale.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Cool, and yeah, we'll get him to join.
Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Yeah, we'll definitely leave Astarion.
Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
Cool. Alright, so now Gale's back in the party. We should be good to go. I just want to explain a little bit as well what I've done with our inventory here, guys. So I've stored most of our stuff, but I did decide to carry a few weird bits and bobs here, which I want to try and sell. Now this ball, though, I just had a second thought here. So if I read this, the exterior of this toy ball is rough with tooth marks. So this would imply that perhaps maybe this ball is used to play around with, like, pets or something? So I'm not entirely sure if we could, like, interact with our familiar companions here and see if they would interact with, like, toys. It doesn't look like it, though. Can I try, like, throwing this, and would something happen if I threw it? Like, I'm hoping that Lupus would, like, fetch the ball or something. Doesn't look like it. But perhaps maybe the ball might have some kind of a use, so I'm thinking of maybe just keeping that for a second, and we'll let it go when we're absolutely certain that we don't need it anymore. Let's just quickly sort stuff, and we'll sort our inventory as well here. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's leave. Righto, so before we left for camp, I did sort of want to speak to this dead drow, but we don't really have the spells necessary for that, so I'll keep an eye out for when Gale levels up, and we'll see if that spell becomes an option again. Another thing that I do want to take a look at is this thing here, the Mind Flayer Parasite Specimen. Now I know this counts as, you know, stealing, but no one's here to see us do it anyway, so it should be okay. Hanging suspended in murky slime, the living tadpole looks like some hideous cousin to the slug, only gorged and slick with remnants of brain fluid. Ugh. I was sort of hoping that we would get some kind of intelligence or maybe perception check by picking it up. Can we examine this? Yeah, so it has the same text. Oh, okay. You can rotate items in the examine menu. That's very interesting. I wonder if we'd need to examine anything closely at some point. Oh, but look at that. It fetches 100 gold. Oh, that's pretty nice. I don't know how important this thing is and whether or not Halsin would be upset that we took his sample or his specimen. So I'm gonna maybe just let it go and put it back down over there on the steps. I don't know if there's a way we can put it back down on the table, but anyway. Let's move on. We still have Speak with Animal, and actually, one thing that I should put back on is Detect Thoughts, just in case we need to do that. Yeah, good.
Never a dull moment. At the ready.
So, let's see if we can do anything now that we've had the conversation with Nettie. I'm gonna speak again with the bird.
The bird's eyes are glassy. Its breathing weak.
Okay. Nothing new there, but we do have Detect Thoughts, as I said, so maybe we can try with Gale.
The bird's eyes are glassy.
No. Okay.
I've got a long road.
Does Nettie say anything different?
It was brave of your companion to agree to take the poison. Please keep an eye on her while you're looking for Master Halsin. Just in case.
Do you know where Halsin went?
He and the adventurers were headed to the ruined temple in the west. Master Halsin studied that drow for days, and he was sure something at the temple could help his research. I'm praying he was right.
Alright. Nothing much, but that's okay.
Come on.
I don't think there's anything else in here that we would want to do unless, you know, we really wanted to just become a thief and rob everyone blind, but I don't think we're going to do that. Plus, everyone's probably just going to turn on us if we started doing that. There's these rats. I do wish that Korga would leave and we'd be able to have a chat with the rats, perhaps, but maybe there's a way to pull her away from them. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But then there's Wrath. Now, I did want to have a chat with Wrath again because there are those runes and he's got like the last one to hopefully open that secret door. So maybe we can try and convince him to give us that last rune. I'm just trying to see where we're at with persuasion. So someone
Elminster's not around.
must have better stats for persuasion here. Yeah, in fact, Will does have +5, so maybe we can use him to lead the conversation here.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
Okay, I think we've seen all of these responses already. There doesn't seem to be anything new or anything related to that rune, unfortunately. Hang on. Oh. We can change character at this point. And I guess we can trade with this person as well. Not that he has much to trade, but it's good to know if we ever needed to trade. Like, for example, like if we really wanted a potion, we could trade some gold for a potion, perhaps. But I'm curious about this. So, are we saying we can just switch characters on the fly while we're talking? Because that would be very, very beneficial if we could do that in all of our conversations. Hang on. What happened? Oh, right, I see what's going on. So we can't speak to Wrath anymore because Will is actually still talking to him. Right. So I misunderstood that. So this is just switching to a different character completely, but you can't just switch to a different character mid-conversation and use that character to continue the conversation, so to speak. It makes total sense. Right. Well, I've heard that there's some kind of a ritual going on.
One meant to seal us in, meant to seal them out. Blasphemous. The Tree Father must see what's happening in his holy grove. Perhaps his eyes are on Master Halsin now.
Yeah, we've seen these responses before.
Would you? I would give anything. Sylvan Halsin is... You won't mistake.
Alright, doesn't look like there's a way we can convince him to give us that rune. So, not sure if there's anything else for us to do here. So, I think it's time for us to go. And yeah, there were a few things that I noticed when I edited previous videos. So I think there were a few pathways out here that I missed, which I think we should try and investigate a little bit more on. There's also still quite a few of these animals, which I think it might be worthwhile for us to maybe speak to now that we've got Speak with Animals. So let's speak with Magrin. I don't think we've spoken to Magrin before we placed the spell on. Okay. He's just roaring at us. Pretty much the same thing that he did last time. Oh, and that guy is gone. The dragon guy. Oh, hang on. No, we're using the wrong person. That's why. Let's use Blue.
Very well.
Okay. Yeah. No changes here. What about Bosk?
You're curious. You got a great many odors about you. What happened to you?
Yeah, I guess we can tell him about our journey.
He listens, rapt, hanging on every word. As you near the end of your tale, you see his attention drift as he licks his lips, thinking about something else entirely.
Okay, just kind of disinterested. Yeah, so there's a pathway down here, which we definitely should check out. And there's Tuffet, which we have spoken to, but not since we got her to move out of the way, though. Yeah, okay, nothing new. We do have Topaz, which is still sort of fussing over all of the stuff that it's got over here, and I still think this is some kind of a ritual, and we have the option to deceive Topaz, so I'm sort of keeping that in my back pocket in case I really need to do that. Perhaps maybe some more information might come to light as to what Topaz is trying to do exactly. Ooh, there's another bear down here. Right, what is going on? Ooh, there's some fish here as well. Can we take that? Oh, yes, okay. Orman? Yeah, Orman didn't seem to mind.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone.
Who are you looking for?
Master, he left with the weaponed two legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
Ooh, okay. Does that mean Master Halsin's dead? Don't worry, he'll be back.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
Okay. That doesn't sound promising, but, I mean, we still have to go out and look for him anyway, so... Is there anything around here? Ooh. Yes. That looks like a chest over there, so... We should be able to jump this, right? Nice bit of gold there, and silver ingot. We'll take that. And yeah. Oh, hang on. Before we leave, is there a way for us to get all the way out there? I don't think so. Yeah, our jumping won't really let us jump that far, though. I'm just trying to recall, but isn't there a spell that would let you jump even further? Like almost like do a super jump?
Can't risk being
Possibly.
in open view.
Anyway, I won't worry about it right now. Ooh, can we go through here, perhaps?
Need to find a way forward.
No. Definitely not. Oh, look at that. There's even more fish here. Maybe he's just, like, constantly hunting for fish, and... Yeah, maybe we can just, like, take some of his fish. He doesn't seem to get angry, so... And we get some supplies by doing that, so... It's almost like an endless supply of supplies. Alright. Now, aside from that, there's this pathway here as well, which does seem to branch off a bit. So there's a pathway that goes up. Something interesting going on there. And then there's a pathway that goes this way, which again leads to multiple pathways. So a lot of things to look at, but I am sort of wanting to deal with all of our inventory items that I'm currently carrying, and I sort of want to just see how much we can trade all this stuff for. So there's Mattis, and he'd do a bit of trading with us, but I'm not entirely sure if I really want to trade with him. I probably want to go with the actual trader, and I'm just trying to remember where the actual trader is. I think just down here, if I'm not mistaken. Or... no, this is a different place completely. My bad. I think we came... oh yes, we came from here. Here's the trader. My lord. Alright, there's even more to explore back here. Alright, let's have a chat with Aaron. Have I seen this disintegrating journal before? I get the feeling that I have seen it, but... yeah, the brittle pages of this book have been rendered illegible with age, save for the occasional name written in crimson ink. A newer, sturdier page has been inserted behind the front cover. It reads, "Found in the riverside structure to the south. Sheds no light on the purpose of that grim place, but confirms what we already know. It is very old. All else is speculation." Riverside structure to the south.
Need anything else?
Yeah, I'd like to see your wares.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Alright, so... I suppose I should do a barter again. I'm not selling any of the ingots, but I am just selling all of these random things here that I don't think I'll need. Watch me just sell a whole bunch of, like, critical items without knowing. So, bottles. I'm not sure if bottles would be useful, because I'm sort of thinking if we needed to craft, like, potions and stuff, don't we need, like, empty bottles or something to that effect? Yeah, I don't really know, but maybe I can buy things back if I really needed to. I mean, we don't even have, like, that much value here, and this is a lot of stuff. Oh yes, that's right. I can tag a few things and just drag stuff. Actually, sorry, this is something that I don't want to sell. My bad. I'll keep that. So, hang on. Does the book... Yeah, the book is worth something. Right, so I should really be bringing books and selling, like, duplicate books that I can find. Alright, well... let's, you know, balance this out. Again, I still don't know how the approval rating system works with traders, but I'm assuming you guys will fill me in the comments down below. Let's, yeah, rebalance that. The only way I'm sort of thinking about the approval mechanic is that if I just gave him a few of these things for free without demanding the gold, I wonder if he would be happy about that. But yeah, let's barter. And so we have a bit more gold to work with for whenever we need that, really. And yeah, that's it.
Sylvanus be with you.
So, speaking of inventory and the gloves that I just took back there, I did actually want to put those gloves in and equip those with someone. I'm just not entirely sure who. I mean, it's metallic gloves, right? So I imagine these gloves would be a little heavier. And maybe I can swap the leather gloves with our own character, like that. And then we can give these metallic gloves to Shadowheart. Maybe. +1 on saving throws, medium armor. Yeah, this doesn't even say whether or not it's armor or not, so it's all a bit confusing, to be honest. Okay. Now that that's done, I think we can go back down there and check out those paths that that are branching and see where all of that takes us. Oh, hang on. Insight check. On what? Ooh, a haystack. Yes, alright. Well, let's rummage through here. 2 pouches. I mean, we've seen pouches before. Oh no, these pouches have 2 things in it. Right. Okay. Bit of gold and some agate. I can move all of that there, right? Yeah, and then I can simply sell the pouch, because I probably don't need the pouch anymore.
It's getting to me.
Okay, good. Have we spoken to this Torren guy?
We're cornered in this place. Even the bloody druids look like they might turn on us.
Not much to say, I guess, so that's fine. But yeah, let's go back to the pathway over here, and let's see what we can find.
Is that blood?
It's our job to
No,
get us out of here
never
safely.
mind.
Not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care.
Excuse me?
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? or a road to damnation. Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
This guy's a little creepy. Am I talking to the mouse or the cat?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come.
What? Oh, wow.
There, middle of somewhere.
This guy is giving off like some really, I don't know, creepy vampire vibes. Or maybe he's a devil of some kind. Yeah, nice place you've got here.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
I did see a picture of the devil there when we were panning out. Are these theatrics leading anywhere?
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint.
I called it. Called it.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
Ooh, okay. We can just simply attack him straight away if we really wanted to. Oh, do I have an option to switch to a different character now? Because I wouldn't mind exploring this place. No. Okay. So I guess this is one of those interactions that everyone has to be in. What makes you think I need saving?
Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
Ooh. Nice magic trick. I don't know about making a deal with the devil. Yeah. You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with the devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
Okay. He seems pretty certain that we won't find any other solution than to come begging to him for a cure. I don't know about making enemies with this guy. Maybe we do need to keep our options open. And if I do want to take this deal, how would I find you?
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so he's, I guess, content to let us do our thing until we really can't find any other solution. I'm interested to find out what all of our companions think about what just happened, so I'm just gonna have a quick chat with everyone.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighting to dine with a devil.
Oh, okay, we've just failed an Arcana check there. You have a strange definition of flattery.
Believe me, that was a devil's equivalent of serenades and roses. Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
But what is it that this devil wants so badly?
Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer. Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand. If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
And how do you propose we beat this devil at his own game?
By figuring out his true intentions. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Okay. I like where his head's at, and I do agree. Maybe we just need to be prepared, and knowing that he probably needs us more than we need him is something that we could use to our advantage, hopefully. I mean, look, it really comes down to how well things go with us finding our own way and trying to remove these tadpoles. What does Will think?
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great.
Yeah, I mean, I am keeping our options open, but I don't really intend to make a deal with the devil unless we really have to. So yeah, don't worry, I don't really have an interest in this deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Yes, well, we still have hope at the moment. That's a very good point. Shadowheart?
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
Yeah. Ooh. There's a wisdom check here. I mean, yeah, we'll give this a try. Use your shared connection to read her thoughts. And we can even add a bonus here, so yes, we'll get some guidance from Will. Oh. No. Okay. So, I wonder if failing this would make her disapprove of our actions, because we did try to read her thoughts. Ooh, we can use inspiration. Is this a good use of our inspiration, though? That's... I don't know. I don't know how often we would get inspiration, but you know what? I think we could just use it, because... Look, I have a tendency of just keeping items and keeping, you know, things like inspiration for ever, really, and not ending up using any of it. So, let's do it. Yes.
Anticipation. She is testing me somehow. About Raphael.
Okay, so we have one more option here. Seems like you have a particular point you want to make about Raphael.
Actually, yes, you're right. Very intuitive. Clearly the devil was trying to sow doubt among us. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
I didn't realize you were so well versed in mental and emotional torment.
Aren't you glad that I am? It's an effective trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
Those murals in the grove, something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
I think she's just deflecting there. Alright, well, let's move on. So we have a bit of an idea of how all of our companions feel about that interaction with the devil. But we do have, obviously, a few other companions back at camp, so we could have a chat with them as well, but I probably will do that a little bit later. I'm sort of interested in seeing what we can find up this way. Okay, she's, I guess, practicing. Let's have a chat with these squirrels first.
It hurts! It hurts!
What?
Please, make it stop!
Slow down. What's wrong?
Can't you hear it? Her singing. It's awful. Terrible.
I mean, it's true. I mean, why are they hanging around here if it's so painful? Yeah, you could just spare your ears by leaving.
We can't. Our brains are melting. Karina, drag me away. The big one is right. We should go before it's too late. With my last strength, I will save us both. Away! Away!
Okay, and off they go. Is it really that bad, though?
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smiles and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
Oh, I'm sort of thinking about whether or not we need a good stat here for... I think there's a performance stat, isn't there? Maybe we should leave and redo this. Let's see. Let's have a look at people's character sheets. Yeah, here. We've got 0 performance. So, let's take a look. Okay, -1. Will's got +3. And Gale's got +1. I think we should lead the conversation with Will in this case.
Late at the ready.
So yeah, let's have a chat again.
Dance upon the stars tonight.
We'll stay silent and listen.
And pain will change? No. Damn it!
Are you alright?
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know?
Well, that's the creative process for you. Agony and ecstasy. Mostly agony.
True. And when you finally perfect a song, there's nothing like it. But when you're stuck, and it's just getting worse, ugh.
Can I help you finish the song?
It can't hurt. I have an extra lute, if you want.
First things first, what's the song about?
My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her, dancing beneath the stars, a huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble, like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect!
Keep going. What would you say to your teacher if she was here right now?
That it's okay. That I'll be okay. And thank you for everything.
All right. That's what your lyrics need to say.
Moon, moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Wait.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Wow, beautiful. Bravo.
Sorry.
That song was beautiful. Worthy of a few tears.
Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
I'm sure your teacher would be proud to see you now.
She'd yell at me for that clunky verse and make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
The Weeping Dawn. There you go. Yeah, that was really good, actually. Mind you, though, just considering what I told you guys at the beginning of the episode, all I could sort of really think about for a while there was how, in cases like this, this episode's probably going to get copyright claimed, for sure. But I will keep scenes like that in, because I think it deserves to be in there. And, you know,
Heading out.
with something like that, I would definitely credit the artists responsible. And it makes sense.
Not as bad as it
But
could
for
have.
background music, you know, that's something that's a little bit hard to take on the chin, you know? The book is a clear work in progress, though already extensive, chronicling various musical styles and notation from across Faerun. Amid the orderly symbols and blackened ink, one page stands out. It is awash in color and meandering arcs. The script below reads, Myconid Song by Ogma. I hear it, and I see it, and I know it, and I feel it, but I can't write it. Or can I? Interesting. And yeah, she's got a few things here. We'll take her pear. I don't think she'll need her pear. Okay. Cool.
Haste.
Alright, is there anything else out here? Ooh. Okay. Oh, right, it's locked. Well.
Wonder what's past this.
We should be able to get through this. Hopefully, pretty easily. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Cap of Curing. Soothing songs. When you inspire an ally using bardic inspiration, they also regain 1 to 6 hit points. What? Putting on this hat is somehow enough to lift your spirits. But we don't even have a bard in the party, so... Bardic Inspiration. What is that? A class action. Inspire an ally to add a +0 bonus to their next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. +0 bonus? What does that even mean? Oh, I am so confused. I mean, I'm glad I found it though, but I'm not sure how useful it's going to be. Right. Off we go, and I think we should take the other pathway. We'll see what's out in this direction. But I'm just looking at the time here as well, guys. I probably am due for a little bit of a break, so I think we're going to keep this next section here for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop me a like down below. Don't forget to stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.